EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll get 3 down the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Jimmy Horton Jr. on the return. The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here's cut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. When you look at this defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They go play action. Young. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Walter Nolan brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Down. Check cut. Check cut.
Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Murray. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Cardinals are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Tyler going to give this to Benson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On play action, it's Murray. There's a short one caught by Roman. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Murray. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Murray now to throw. Got his man down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jalen Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On first down, it's Benson. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Murray now. That is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 37 yards. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now here's Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Third down, Young from the gun. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Ready, set, blue, third, ready.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Brooks. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Young to throw it. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Here we go. Red, 30.
Throwing, Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey Benson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to add on to their first half lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, the spin. And he returns this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Young working out of the gun. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Let's go now.
Here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young now from the 50. Flush to his right. This is caught by McMillan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Now Young. Touchdown! Xavier Ligon, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Okay, right? Back, right, white. Block 40. Ready?
Final play of the half. Young. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Benson. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now. Opposite. Green, yellow, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here you go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 43, here's second down at 7. Off the play fake, Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a give to Brooks running right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now Young. That one complete to Liga. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the double. Set. Yellow, 43.
Brooks will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
It's Young off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
50, green. Set.
Young. This is caught. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try it now with Brooks. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Another run here with Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray off play action. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
That's good for a Cardinal.
They run over center with Benson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Young is set to throw. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Ready.
To throw, Young. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Let's go now. Hut.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Young with it, third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Panthers 14. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Come on.
First carry for James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and caught by Dell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Blue, yellow, 43. Green jack.
They'll throw again. Young. They'll let this go for the end zone. He's gone for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,